It's a dream world where kids wish to live in for the rest of their lives, some whom never want to grow out of. But nothing stays happily forever. Here are 5 tragic Disney deaths. Number 5. In 1968, some boys were playing in an old deserted tenement building on 10th Street in New York. In the building, they found a junkie laying there with religious pamphlets and empty beer bottles around him. They quickly realized that the man laying there was actually a corpse. Toxicologists related the death with a heart attack due to long drug abuse. A fingerprint was later matched with the body of famous Bobby Driscoll, the man who voiced Peter Pan. Number 4. Matthew Garber was a famous British actor of his time who was best known for playing Michael Banks in Mary Poppins. When the late 1960s came, Matthew had decided to stop acting. In 1976, Garber visited India. While staying there, he contracted hepatitis. It is said that he contracted it by eating bad meat in India. His father was informed about it, and he tried to get his son back to his homeland in England. By that time, it was already too late. The disease had spread to his pancreas, making it untreatable. Sadly, Matthew died on June 13, 1977 at a young age of 21. Number 3. In 1974, a young 18-year-old named Deborah Stone had taken a job as a hostess so she can pay her education at the university. While greeting the audience during a stage show, she was moving way too near the moving theater wall and was gruesomely crushed against a portion of the stage. She let out a very high-pitched scream, which was heard across the theater. By then, it was already too late to remove the theater wall from her crushed body. She was pronounced dead instantly at the scene. Number 2. After the success of the original cartoons of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, it made Walt Disney a very rich man. As a payback to his mother, Walt Disney had decided to build a new home for his parents. Things took a turn for the worst. The furnace was wrongly installed, which caused a gas leak that killed his mother in November 1938. Flora Disney was killed by carbon monoxide poisoning. This affected Walt Disney in a very negative way. His sadness is strongly expressed through many of his later films. Number 1. Brandon Zucker was like any other kid who wanted to visit Disneyland. On September 22, 2000, during a ride on a taxi cab at Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin ride, the young 4-year-old Brandon tumbled beneath the cab. The security at Disney was alerted a little earlier before paramedics. It took at least 10 minutes for the child to be free. When he was finally freed, he had no sign of a pulse but was later successfully resuscitated. He suffered irreversible brain damage. This whole incident caused a court settlement where the park had to pay for Brandon's medical expenses. Brandon was never able to recover. He was unable to talk or walk. On January 26, 2009, Brandon Zucker died before he could even see his teenage years at the age of 13.